Okay, so now you are welcome once again. For those of you who have been following on this page, I want to say thank you for following. And as I bring you value, and I want to also appreciate you for watching the videos. And I'm sure you are finding it helpful. Okay, so at the time you'll be saying this, I posted something I think yesterday, but I thought of it. I thought of a lot of things, and I thought of how to actually make the video in such a way that I mean I will be able to capture certain things that are important, and then the video will not be too long. I don't know if you get it. So so that's why I'm doing this. You consider this as the first part of the video where I'll be talking about some general things you I feel that are important for you to take note concerning the motivation letter. Okay, so in this video is where I want to talk about the general concept of the expectations that you should have for the motivation letter for the SI scholarship. You see, I will take you through some history and then how we got to where we are now. And I believe it's going to help you to prepare yourself. You see, the letter motivation is one letter you have to write. And before now, before last year, yes, before last year, so let's say from 2 years ago backwards, there used to be a template for the motivation letter. I mean, just like you have the template for the CV, work experience, leadership experience, there used to be a template for motivation letter before now, 2016, 17, 18, and all of that. So, but only recently, the SI team, the SI scholarship body, they changed it and they no longer offer a template for the motivation letter, which means that you are still going to write this letter, but then there is no template for it. When the application opens by February 10, you are going to see a page on that site where you are going to be asked to write your motivation letter. By writing, that means that they expect you to have, to have an idea of what you want to write as a motivation. You see that now? And then so on that, when you are filling the form, you just when you get to that stage, you just type it there, or you copy and paste it there from your computer. So the idea is that before now, before the application opens, you have drafted your motivation letter and then you paste it. You save it on your computer or something, so that when the application opened by February 10, and you get to that section of motivation letter, you just go to where you save the letter, you copy it from there, and you paste it um, on the application portal. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So, but I feel like for those who don't have the experience, or for those who don't know what we're talking about, and you are currently applying, it might be like a big task. It might be daunting to you. You might feel stressed, especially when you don't know what to write, or when you don't have an idea of how to write it, or you don't have an idea of the type of question you should expect, so that you can prepare adequately for it. So that is the idea behind this video, this first video. You see that now? Okay. So I'm going to take you through some brief um, history for you to understand the type of question you should expect. You see that now, the type of thing you should be thinking as you prepare to draft this letter for yourself. Okay, so let's go. Let's get right into it. I've drafted about five different okay, themes. The key themes that you should have in mind as you begin to draft this letter. The first one is um, the knowledge that you hope to gain from your study in Sweden. You've chosen your program, right? So you should have, okay, this program I'm going to do in Sweden, this program of this course I've chosen. What is the knowledge I want to get from Sweden after these 2 years of study? You should have it in mind. For choosing a program, you should have that in mind. So let me take you through 20. This template is for 2016, 2017. So This template you are seeing on the screen is what was used for 2016-17. So let me take you through this template for 2016 slash 17, and you see the question they were asking. This one says that describe your personal and professional goals for the coming 3 years after your studies in Sweden. No, that's not the first one. Let's take it from the first one. The first one says that what is one of the main challenges or possibilities that are important to you and your country today? Elaborate on how you, with your professional background and your planned education in Sweden, can address the above mentioned challenges or possibilities. Do you see this now? So there are three things they are talking about here. You say the first one says, what is important to you and your country today? So first, you should be thinking of your country to answer this type of question. The second one is that elaborate on how you, with your professional background and your planned education. So you're thinking about your country. You are also thinking about your field of study, what you did in your bachelor's now, or what you have applied for, and your planned education in Sweden. The third one, the courses you have chosen in Sweden. Do you see this now? How will they address this challenge that you have spotted, you have mentioned you are thinking about in your country? So that's one thing you should be thinking about. So to answer this question now, you are looking at, oh, what challenge is in my country that my field of study will be is facing, or my career, the career path is facing in my country, and then how will my knowledge that I will gain in Sweden and my already had experience will be able to solve the problem. Okay. The second one is describe your personal or professional goals for the coming 3 years after your studies in Sweden. For the coming 3 years after your studies in Sweden. This is another question. In this 2016, the motivation letter requested for 4 questions. Four. The first one is 1,200 characters. The second one, 700 characters. The third one, 600 characters. The fourth one, 600 characters. You see this now? So this second question is saying that after 3 years of studying in Sweden, what is your professional goal? What do you want to do after 3 years? So it means that to answer this question, you are thinking of, within 3 years of my studies in Sweden, I will be able to do this. I want to do this. These are my goals. These are what I want to achieve. And these things you want to mention here, if you see this type of question, it must be related to leadership, how you can have leadership influence, and it also must be related to one of the SDG goals. Don't forget that. So you are thinking about your country, your professional career, 3 years, your plan after 3 years, and then this one we are talking about how you can link it with the SDG goals. Okay, so this next one says describe a personal achievement experience which demonstrates your leadership potential. You see now, this third one is asking for leadership potential. So what they are saying here is that, in your CV and everything, you feel that you have leadership experience and all of that. So they are saying describe one of your experience. Now you want to give them example. You want to show context, that you have achieved one of the experiences you've had as a leader that shows that you are a leader. Okay. The next one, I want to leave this aspect. I don't want this to be too long. So look at this is 2017, 2018. And on this year, they asked for, let's say, 4 questions as well. 4 questions. And what you should notice is that the questions they asked for each year, if you look at them very well, they are related. I mean, these questions are related. So that's to give you an idea of what to expect this year too. That's why I'm doing this. Okay. Now, this one says that what is one of the main challenges or possibilities that are important to you and your country today? Do you see this now? It's the same thing with what they asked in the previous year. This is 2017-18. That one was 2016-17. You see this now? Okay. So the same thing. This one, 1,200 characters. The next one says, describe your personal and professional goals for the coming 5 to 10 years after your studies in Sweden. Did you see this now? In that last one I showed you, they said, what is your goal after 3 years? But here now they are saying, in 5 to 10 years after you have studied, if you get a scholarship, what do you want to do? What is your goal? You see this now? So they are not giving this scholarship to those that don't have a vision. They expect that for you to be planning to get a scholarship, there's something you are thinking about. There's something that is driving you. There's something you want to do with your career, with the knowledge you want to gain. So that's what you want to be writing here. So in the next video, I'm going to be showing you step by step with some examples how to write these things. Okay. Now this one says SISS is looking for individuals with strong networking skills who will engage in SI network for future global leaders and influence and lead others in their chosen profession. Explain how you meet these requirements using clear examples of your networking skills and outline how you hope to use these skills in future. 600 characters. Everything you want to write must be within 600 characters. No time to beat about the bush or to write. Go straight to the point. So you have said them, told them in the leadership form and your CV that you have some form of networking and leadership skill. This is where they want you to show with example. You see that now of what you've achieved, what you've done, what you have been involved in, what you have been doing. Okay. Now the same thing. This is talking about leadership. I'll skip this. So let's quickly go to the most recent ones. This is for 2019 and 2020. You see this now, 2019, 2020. Look at what they are saying. In this year, they only asked for 2 questions. Look at where we have been coming from. In the previous ones, they asked for four questions each. But for 2019, 2020, they asked for 2 questions. So what did they ask for here? Describe your current possibilities. In terms of, do I want to attend to this? Should I leave this? Let me leave this. Let me leave this. Let's come to this year. Let's come to this year, 2020/2021. Okay, let's do this. I think this is more, more recent. 2020, 2021. Now, they asked for 2 questions as well. Don't forget, this is 2019, 2020, 2 questions. But I don't want to talk about this. Let's use 2020, 2021. They also asked for 2 questions. So you see that they've reduced the question from 4 to 2. Okay. Now, describe how you can apply the knowledge and experience gained from your time in Sweden in your organization. This is very key. 1,000 characters. Describe how you can apply the knowledge and experience gained from your time in Sweden in your organization, your company, or in your home country. So you have to choose what you want to talk about here. Are you going to be linking it to your organization or to your home country? You have to, or region, you have to just, you can't be talking about country and just choose one because you only have 1,000 characters. Okay. So that's why you want to be writing here. The knowledge you will gain from Sweden, how do you want to apply it in your company or your country? I'm going to be showing you examples on how to do this. So you want to watch the next video after this. So this second one says, please choose one master's program you applied for and motivate how this program can contribute to the United Nations 2030 agenda for sustainable development. So you say you should choose one master's program you have applied to. On the admission portal, you chose 4 schools, 4 courses. Okay. So in this place now, they are saying out of those 4 schools, just choose one that you want to use to give us an example here, that you want to write up, use to form your letter here. I don't know if you get what I mean. Okay. So so when you choose one, you're not going to write How is this program that you are studying in Sweden, how is it going to contribute to the SDG goals? If you are applying for this scholarship now and you have gotten to this stage and you don't know the SDG goals, I'm not sure you are ready. I'm not sure you are ready. And you cannot even say, oh, my course is related to goal number 1 of the SDG, goal number 2, goal number 17, goal number, then you are not ready for this. Okay, now, so 800 characters. So this is 2020, 2021. But I quickly want to show you something in 2021, 2022. I don't know if I can locate that now, but I'm sure it's somewhere here. I guess it's somewhere here. It should be somewhere here, I guess. Oh, okay. I think I should find it here. Just hold on. Is it this? Yeah, this is 2021, 2022. Okay. Now look at what they're asking here. Look at what they're asking here. Just look at this. In your answer below, please explain how you qualify for a scholarship to Sweden. You should not repeat information already stated in your CV, but elaborate and expand on your achievements, the driving force in your life, and the things that inspire you. Look at this, it's very, very key. Don't repeat what is on your CV. For them to be saying this, it means that over the years, they've seen that students make that mistake, and that's the reason why they are not getting it, or they choose some over some. Don't tell us what you have stated in your CV. However, if you must talk about it, it should be a further explanation, not to repeat. Not to repeat. I mean, you can talk about it, but don't repeat the same thing. There are things you wanted to say or you wanted them to know, but you couldn't put it on your CV because the spaces were, so this is where you want to talk about it. Okay, so describe how you can apply the knowledge and experience gained from your time in Sweden in your organization or country. The same thing they asked in the previous year. But the one thing you should note is that in 2021-22, they only asked for one question. You can see the trend from 4 questions in the previous years, 2016, 17, 17, 18, they reduced it to 2 questions, and now in 2021, 2022, they only asked for 1 question. So the big question is, what are they going to be asking for this year? You don't know the direction of the question. Maybe it is this one or one of the previous 4, you don't know. So that's why you want to prepare. So in the next video is where I'm going to be doing demonstration, and we are going to be filling together all of these things. I will show you example on how you can think about it and how you can, how you should align your thinking, how you should align your thoughts. I hope you can join me in the next one. So I'll see you in the next video. Peace.